Chapter 15. Means of communication. When you talk to a person, and the person listens to you and understands what you are saying, you are communicating with him/her. There are many ways in which messages are communicated. Speech, talking, and writing are the most common modes of communication. Sometimes, we also communicate through gestures and signs. Communication is a process by which two persons or groups of people exchange and share certain ideas, thoughts, and information. Can you imagine how people would communicate thousands of years ago when they were not familiar with such devices? Means of communication. Different methods we use to send and receive messages are called the means of communication. They are of two types: one-to-one communication and mass communication. One-to-one communication. Individual communication takes place between two or more people. Letters, telephones, mobile phones, fax and emails are some one-to-one communication. Postal system. It is one of the oldest, cheapest and the most widely used system of communication. Postcard, inland letters, aerogram or an air mail is used to send messages in India or outside India. Aerogram is used to send a letter to a person living in some other country. A telegram is used to send a short message. It is a much faster mode of postal communication than an ordinary letter. Besides these, the facility of registered post is also offered by the post office. Through this service, important documents can be sent to different people in different places. Money can also be sent through money orders from post office. We can also send letters and gifts as parcels through courier services. They are faster than normal posts. Journey of a letter. We put letters and postcards with correct PIN, postal index number, code of the place where the letter is supposed to reach in a letter box. The postman collects the letter from the letter box at fixed time and put it in his bag along with other letters. At the post office, all the letters are sorted and stamped according to the states and cities. Letters are put in different bags and sent to their destinations by train, road or air. Letters are again sorted in the city post office according to the areas. They are sent to the area post offices in the city by a mail van. The postman delivers the letters at the addresses written on them. Telephonic communication. Telephonic communication is communication by a telephone. It is not only the quickest but also the most direct means of communication. People living in different parts of a country or the world can talk to each other through telephone. Telephone facilities are available throughout the world. People living into cities can talk to each other using STD, subscriber trunk dialing, facility. Similarly, people living into countries can talk using ISD, International Subscriber Dialing, facility. Mobile phones are phones without any wire. These are handy and can be carried anywhere. We can also send an SMS, short message service, by using a mobile phone. A fax machine is used for instant delivery of a message. Telex is a small machine that looks like a typewriter. It is used for sending and receiving signals over telephone lines. Communication through computers. Computers are one of the most important means of communication today. Computers across the country are linked together by telephone lines called the Internet. People living in different parts of the world use the Internet to communicate with one another. Through the Internet, emails, pictures and messages can be sent. The Internet is also crucial for another mode of communication called video conferencing. Through this mode of communication, People who talk can also see each other. It gives the feel of direct communication. Means of mass communication. Mass communication is a type of communication that involves a large number of people. It is not the exchange of messages between two people. Radio, TV, newspapers, magazines, books, advertisements, and the internet are the major means of mass communication. Magazines and books. These are extremely popular means of mass communication. They broaden our understanding of the world and serve as great sources of learning by providing lots of information on various things. Radio and television. Radio communicate important messages in the form of news and weather-related information. Television is an audiovisual medium through which people can educate and entertain. Newspapers. We read newspaper to know about events occurring around the world. A number of newspapers are published in different languages throughout our country. Internet. This is the most advanced means of mass communication. It is a vast source of knowledge and information. It is used for online shopping and banking. Communication satellites. Communication satellites provide important information related to weather, climate, and the Earth globally at a very fast pace. Due to these satellites, radio and television programs reach all corners of the world. Communication through signs. People who cannot talk or hear use certain signs and gestures to communicate. They use these signs and gestures as codes forming a sign language. This type of language is based on ideas rather than words. To understand sign language, we need to study the lip movements as well as gestures of people who use it. Sign language plays an important role in the performance of classical dancing. Classical dancers use body movements, hand gestures, etc., to express the basic ideas at the core of their performance. These are known as mudras and bhavas. Word bank. Broaden, to widen or develop. Delivery, the act of giving or providing something. Ensure, to make sure. Published, brought. In a nutshell, Kacha houses are temporary shelters made of mud, straw, bamboo sticks and reeds. Pakka houses are permanent shelters made of bricks, concrete, cement, mortar, steel, etc. Tents, houseboats, stilt houses, caravans and igloos are some special types of houses which are built by people living in different parts of the world. A clean house provides a good atmosphere for everyone living in it to remain healthy, fit and active. People make colorful designs called rangoli, hang paintings and do many other things to make their house look beautiful.